Let's get this thing documented and we're done. Alright people, let me get my camera locked in here first. There's some things I'm going to say to ruffle feathers, but we don't care because we got things we got to do. There we go. I can put my screen on and I can go bust down my area over there. Oh, I forgot we don't got anything hooked up on this side. Is everything on this side? So, first things first, addressing the poppers. Now, poppers are people who basically, I don't know what they feel that they're doing at the end of the day. I guess they feel that they're, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Me, at the end of the day, I don't get it, the whole concept of it all. But I guess that's what they do. That's what they do. But anyway, don't care. And the reason why is because I got an offer for my technology. So, with that being said, I got several different ways I can go about this technology we're engineering and what I want to do with it. And moving forward for me means at the end of the day, I'm just going to come on YouTube. I'm just going to address what I'm doing. I'm not going to acknowledge it at all, period. Which means all comments will be blocked from here on in. We don't need it. I'm going to go with these people at the end of the day. From what I've seen and what they have for us, it's going to do great work. It's going to do big things for our company. And again, this option came up multiple times, and I keep turning it down and turning it down and turning it down. But I have to understand at the end of the day, I have to go where our technology is going to be to blossom at its most. Like I said, this is why we're moving toward doing more advertising offline, because again, I've done online already. I've been there, I've done that, blah, 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 blah. As for the other screens up there, you're not in our category. We're in a totally different category. Our ambient rejection technology, it's in a world by itself. Where's the mouse of this thing? There it is over here. So you don't even sit in our world at the end of the day. So with that being said, why entertain it? So I'm going to move in a direction that I need to go with my company, which means it's advertising our technology more out here. We already have several forum sites that we're already connected to at the end of the day. And I really don't have time to deal with kids, people that are bitter, people are upset, people are angry or whatever. I don't care. For some reason, people feel at the end of the day that YouTube makes and breaks their company. It doesn't, man. I can go out here and when we get ready to get this, we can't even move this stuff because it doesn't have its patents sitting on top of it yet. We can't even move this stuff right now. But once the patents come in, that's it. We go where we want to go. That's it. That's technology we have. That we go where we want to go and where we decide to make it available at. Now, I've already decided because of the overseas thing and how it's hard to ship stuff overseas, chances are majority of all of it won't be available overseas. Unless it's a smaller surface, that's the only way. I'm just being real with you 100%. There is a 100% chance that this thing will never make it overseas. Unless we are basically locked in with the company and they're able to pay for shipping to ship it over, that's it. Because we're not paying for this shipping to ship it overseas. This is way too expensive. So that's not going to happen. Unless you're getting the Flex. The Flexes are much smaller screens. That's the only thing I can see. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Taco. That's the only thing I can see right now are shipping over. That's basically about it. From there on in, I just need to concentrate more on doing our mashup demonstrations because that's all we need to do. We just need to flood. Pretty much I have the other forum sites that I'm connected to. We're good on top of that, but I need to flood. Oh man, you're supposed to shoot a short video on this thing at the end of the day. You gotta do a couple of short videos. Anyway, you can minimize the size of that video. Oh, wait, can we drop the link in? We can drop the link in, that should be better. We do it that way, we're much better. So, when I do come on camera, I'm basically just gonna address basically what I'm doing, and that's basically about it. Price of the screen will go up, by the way. So I decided I do want a little bit more for it because again, it's the first screen outside. And again, I give it direct sunlight. I do want more money for it. My buddy's right. I should get more money for it. All right, let me put this over here. See, the problem is people worry about the likes and all that stuff and the attention they get from YouTube. On our behalf, we don't need it at all, period. I mean, heck, you can unsubscribe from our channel if you want. It's not going to affect our company in any way whatsoever because, again, as I said before, we're the only ones with this technology. No one else has it. I'm trying to find somebody who has a daytime projection screen like us. Daytime projection screen. Let's see who has one. I'm still searching to find somebody who has it. We're the only one that's got it. So with that being said, yeah, we can just do what we want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's time to do what we got to do, man. We tested this thing, but look, it's time to go. Do something else. I'm going to a bigger company. Start developing technology for companies. Because this stuff is, man, it can do so much stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, so, high-end companies, yeah, we'll engineer technology for you. Because right now, at this particular point, we got the world's best gain on the planet. Nothing's going outside next to this thing. So I'm going to go where my technology is needed. At the end of the day, look, YouTube doesn't treat us too nicely. Let's put it this way. We don't. Other forum sites we go to, we're treated much better. But YouTube, on the other hand, no. And after we've been with YouTube for years and years and years, and we've developed all types of technology, all types of people different ways, I just feel that YouTube just has not basically at the end of the day supported our company. All the other forum sites have at the end of the day. So, decision. I think we can do uploads instead. We do uploads instead. We can upload anything directly to the website. And technically, we're going to figure a way how to get rid of YouTube altogether. But the only thing we use YouTube is basically for uploading videos to our website. That's what it's used for, pretty much. If we do that, then we won't have any fun crushing the other screens. But then again, our product is better than everybody else, so who cares? See, that's the area I'm at right now. Like, who cares? That's a screen paint right there that we blew out in the demonstration. Like, what do you care? See, that's the party man I got to work with in the day. Because one side of me wants to crush and conquer, and the other side basically wants to make our money and leave. That's what I'm dealing with right now. So once this technology at the end of the day gets its paperwork back, I'm going to send sample sheets to all the companies. It depends on how we go with it. We can send out the sample sheets to challenge them, or we can send the sample sheets and say, let's do business. That's what I got to figure out. That's my big dilemma right now. But either way, we got to move forward. Doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Got to move forward. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my own. I'm going to GoDaddy. I'm building my own VPI server. Like I told you, we're going to bring only for investors only, for them to come in and see that technology. We got to start doing things a little bit more differently. Well. But I can say one thing, that screen won't be available overseas. You can't ship it overseas, it's virtually impossible. It's too much money. Can't do it. Those towels cost way too much money. In the United States, it's much cheaper, but overseas, we can't do it. So unless you're going to pay for the shipping yourself, that's the only way. And I got people that are willing to pay for their own shipping. That's the only way we can ship one over to you. Other than that, we can't ship them over. Maybe the Flex or the smaller ones, yeah, but those tiles, oh, heck no. And definitely, I don't even know how that's going to work with the big boy tiles, because we may not be paying for shipping for those things. Those big boy tiles are expensive to ship from A to B. I've done this one before already. So that is also another thing that we may not be able to do either. You might have to pay for shipping on that. But again, like I said, you got people wanting bad enough, they'll pay for the shipping from them. Guy did already. We ordered that a black paint. We paid for the shipping for that thing to go overseas. Sent us over a label. Label came through, printed it out. They came by and picked it up, and boop, gone. So they will pay for it when they get their hands on it. So we just have to make it that way. Overseas shipping, if you want the technology, you have to pay for the shipping. You can't pay for the shipping, period. It just costs too much money. Then on top of that, you're better off doing it yourself, because then you could track the tracking number. We can't track a tracking number once it goes overseas. I don't know what the freak went on with the post office, but it ain't happening. Anything that goes over, it disappears. I have no idea what that's all about. So you have to pay for the shipping yourself. That's the only way you're going to get your hands on the tracking number. Other than that, we can't ship it either way. And what I need to concentrate more is basically finish the website, get all that done, get all the videos loaded up, because we need that for the business cards. And then after that, basically, I'm going to go in and get my storefronts. I'm tired of dragging my feet. I'm getting my storefronts. I'm setting them up so I can basically get more people in and see my technology. That's pretty much basically it. So, I guess when I come online, when I go online, I'm not addressing anybody anymore. I'm not going to be. It's just, you have to understand where my head's at right now. Where our technology and what I'm seeing, what this stuff is doing at the end of the day, I think it's fired up at 300 lumens in this environment. I didn't even know it could do that. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, it did what? Because I'm thinking about outside. We reverse them. They pick up on any type of projector outside. Lumen count will read outside. If it's on the opposite side, which is weird because light pushes through the screen, which you would think it would pick better up on the opposite side, but no. It's a rear projection that actually fires up outside, which is strange. But after a certain time, like about roughly around maybe 6 o'clock, I haven't even tested that yet. Now I got to go test that out now because I don't even know about that. I can't really say that. What side does the opposite side fire up? Because right now we know that the rear side will fire up any time of the day, but the front projection part of it, what time does that trigger? And guess what? Back outside for more testing. Inside, we do 300 lumens. Now, 300 lumens, we know it will read inside at 24,000, or read inside at 300 lumens right on top of the screen. But what sides can we get at 300 lumens? And there you go. We got to go through that testing too now. Either way, we still got a screen that runs outside. I'm looking at that. That's not even going to have a screen paint. Meanwhile, I got people looking for, I even got my investors trying to find me a daylight screen that, oh, I got that screen. I got it right over there. I bought that. He got the white version. That's the outdoor. The one right there. That's us. Let's make this more. Direct sunlight projection screen. It's not direct sunlight. This is direct sunlight. Let me see. Now, see, sunlight, it blocks sunlight. I'm talking about a screen that can operate in sunlight. Projection screens that can operate in sunlight. And that's not true, because they can't take in direct sunlight. So view projection screens in direct sunlight, you would need a screen specially designed to reject ambient light. Actually, no, you don't want to reject it. You want to actually absorb it. Injected will be a problem at the end of the day because your screen can't read if you're rejecting light. If you're rejecting light, you're rejecting the light. Even from your projector, you're rejecting that. You have to be to actually fuse with light. Let's see, no, yeah, we'll put it into that pretty soon. Screen utilize the optimize filter, minimizes impact, and sure, I mean, they got it wrong. No, that's definitely wrong. Nope, they got it wrong. See, old tradition, embedded old traditions. But the funny thing about it, I can't find a screen that basically can take an source on an outdoor projection screen. That's outdoor, but see if it's It's not daytime. And this is supposed to be a 100-inch daylight projection screen. Man, this thing had better not be sitting in the dark. Of course, the IWAS can't produce it in direct sunlight. I've seen these screens before, and I said no. I tried to get their sample sheet one time, they wouldn't let me get it. AR surface, blah blah blah, ultra shrift, fixed mount, blah 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 blah. Doesn't say anything about direct sunlight. Daylight. This would be a daylight screen. Alright. Let's see if we can see it in daylight. I want to see it in actual daylight. Let's see if we get one here. I'm expecting to see it run just like the one we have here in direct sunlight. That's not even a daylight screen. Daylight screen. You can't see the image. Where's the frick is the image? We got the Mark them on a YouTube challenge. All of them have to mark on a YouTube challenge. That's it. Mark them all on a YouTube challenge. This is a hot mess. I'm not seeing it here. Let's see where let's put it in daylight screen. Here. And I think at the end of the day that people are angry because we challenge ambient light projection. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to move on this. Because right now, I got something on the desk I just developed about a half an hour ago that's designed to take out screens. Do we really have to go down this level at the end of the day? I mean, really, do we have to go down this level? Do we really have to just murder people's stuff at the end of the day just to prove a point that our stuff is better? And you know, once we touch your screen at the end of the day, you can't sell that thing again at the end of the day. I mean, I could literally match that stuff to house paint if I wanted to. You can literally wreck your stuff. So again, your products don't work, man. But y'all mad at the end of the day. So you know what? If you're going to be bitter and you're going to be upset about it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge y'all screens. Let me see. Let me see about this. If we can take a screen. They don't have an outdoor. They don't have a daylight screen in the sun. Can't find one. Projection screen that operates in direct sunlight. That's only us. We're the only ones that operate in direct sunlight. Alright, we're going to do keyword direct sunlight. Screen's gray, already failed. I gotta tell myself, move on. There is no screen that operates in direct sunlight. We're the only one who has it. And they're blocking the window. If you're inside, first of all, how can you be in direct sunlight and you're inside? How does that even work? Well, that's not even there. Simple and plain. If you have a gray and white screen, you can't operate in direct sunlight. You can't. And Sunday, I want to take a gunmetal outside to see if it reads. Well, I don't even know how that would even work. No, it still wouldn't work. It still would wash out. Oh, that's us. Oh, yeah, there's somebody who did it. No, that's us right there. We did it. Floor rise and paint. That's going to be a light, so they can't operate that. That's not going to work. How to turn? No, that's not going to work. No, I said direct sunlight. What do we have? Vivid storm. projection screen. Mirage projections and crystal projection anywhere. No. Alright, I'm going to the front sites tonight. No. Yep, almost cool down a couple minutes. I'll set ABS phones right now. Time for me to start flood. I'm gonna hook up on there and project the Centrum is setting up an account. Let me see. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that over to game or game. I like that better. And who's the guy on eBay? The guy who has the paint who made the statement. I'll buy it into the mall. Let's see. Glue screen, paint on screens. We have already one certified here. The rest of them we don't care. The certified we don't care until we actually get to them. I'll take out the rest of them tomorrow. I'm gonna get that one. That's what I want. That one. The rest of it we don't need everything else. We can get paint on the screens. We'll get that. I'll put that up. Let's see. I want to put that on. What is this for? Let me put this on here. So yeah, we're definitely gonna change price. Let's see. 4 squares is around $2,000. As we're gonna ask for it, 4 squares are around $4,000. We're about $2,000. Have to roughen that price. $2,000 in between $2,000 to $3,000. That's what I'm gonna ask for that. And I'm definitely gonna separate the black technology. I need the black technology to be separate. Oh, let's see. What are you asking for? I'm asking for here. We need this from here. This is what we need. Make that right. Gain. Let's see. I'd rather put down superior. I want a challenge. I want to do the challenge. Let's see, we got superior gain. So they don't even know what it is. It's just an abbreviation, what's on it. And that's basically about it. We just mark that in there. Every time that'll pick up from there. So basically we're challenging the ambient rejection gain. Which means any screen that has the ambient rejection gain, we're challenging your screen. Now, as I said before, you're going to choose to ignore it on YouTube, but look, man, at the end of the day, that showroom, your stuff goes in there, and that network room we're building at the end of the day, my buddy's a network in the room, your stuff goes global, it goes everywhere. That's why I'm building it. Because I'm going outside YouTube. I'm going to build my own chamber of take my screens anywhere in the world. That's where I'm going. I'm a network junkie anyway. I build half that stuff myself anyway. But I got a buddy coming. He's really good at that stuff. He's going to do the servers and everything. So that means if we stick your side-by-side demonstration, everybody can log in and see that from around the world. And same thing when we have mass advertising from our grants and everything, I sure have no problem pushing my technology anywhere it needs to go. So it sells itself by itself. This thing gets up in one storefront window, one display, and that's it. These people have never seen black technology out here. They've never seen the stuff that we engineered before. And then I could literally come on YouTube and I could crush every single screen one by one and put it in that network room. And there's nothing they can do about it because, again, it's a simple side-by-side demonstration showing our product is far more superior for the world to see. Not just YouTube, everybody to see it in one hit. And that's what we're going to do. I got people already asking me, oh, I got this goes on all day. The messages going all day about how much. We don't know yet. I know one thing. We know the 4 squares will be $2,000. That's the smallest ones we make in tiles. I don't know what the 48 by 32 is going to cost. I don't know how much other is going to cost. I don't know. Let me see. We got that in there. Yeah, but I want to change this. I want to change all this. I want my own. Receive update email. I'm going to sign up. This is sign up. We're signing up, right? Well, give me that. I want to keep that right there. Wait, it's on my PC. Let's look at my other PC. I'm going to do this one instead because this PC right here. I think I got an old account on here that keeps showing up. I want to get rid of the account. Look at my other PC. Oh no, gotta use it. I gotta get my Facebook account for this baby. All right, time to play. I want one at Projector Central too. They got a nice phone set over there. Let's go over here to oops, wrong keyboard. No, I want to log in. I'm join. Well, you're asking me in that way. I want to join. Maybe not working on this PC. Oh. All right, so it begins. Introducing the world's most powerful game to avian swarms. We expect for to put up a fight, at least. Don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. You already know at the end of the day what's going to happen to you. We literally just sent out more emails, actually lawsuits, over to the building. The lawyer that's going to be representing us for Mr. Williams. We just sent the clarification because I have to keep in contact, send them emails, let them know everything that's going on, what we're about to do, so that way they can't say when we go to court they were blindsided, they didn't know we were going to sue them. Yeah, we've been sending them back messages back and forth. They haven't been responding back. Only one respond back, and that was the low rises. But the high rises, they're not responding back, and we know why. Because I warned them. I told them from the door. If they had did what they're supposed to do, that nonsense would have ended. But nope. So guess what? They're reliable. All I got to do is just go to the city of Baltimore and figure out exactly who owns that freaking building. Who owns it? Because at the end of the day, we got to send messages out to them, let them know at the end of the day, yeah, we're filing complaints, FBI, all kinds of stuff against that building. And the low rises are also included because mail came with the addresses of low rises and the high rises and surrounding areas like stores and all kinds of addresses on it, connected to other places. We're going to contact those people too. We're going to redirect all that energy right back to the owner, actually not the owner, the manager. We had the conversation too. So, yeah. Now to listen. But I mean, as in competition, build something, do something like that. Don't do anything destructive to get yourself in trouble. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, it's 51 years old and doing stuff like that. But from what I've seen and what my friend sees, she's a psychiatrist. She says he's basically not stable. He's not there. He's not stable. So most likely he's going to get a 302. He's going to spend the rest of his, a good amount of his time and psychiatric evaluation, which is not voluntary, it's by a judge, which is mandatory. So that's where he's going, because he's going to have to convince the judge. Those pictures that we received at the end of the day, yeah, he was in his right sound mind when he said, no, he's not going to go well. We can make proof that he's not all there. Let's see. Alright, let me see, put down superior. Yes, I want to put down better. That's perfect. That is ruffle feathers. Better than ARL or ALR. Ambient rejection. And what I like about the forum sites is in the forum sites, people don't resort to doing dumb stuff like we get on YouTube. We don't have that issue over there. They talk some trash and whatever, but they back it up over there. They back up their stuff. They don't do the dumb stuff that I see on YouTube. Facebook doesn't even do the dumb stuff I see on YouTube. No site does the dumb stuff YouTube does at the end of the day. There are trolls in every site, but gee whiz, I would even have to honestly say YouTube is worse than TikTok. Yeah, because man, I'm not following charges for anybody, any of those social media. Only over here we deal with that nonsense. Let's see how we gain. Most people come on YouTube, they have to play nice, they have to go bend over and kick people's butts. I hope people say, oh, unsubscribe. Go ahead, unsubscribe, I don't care. We don't care. You have to understand, our technology is received. That's the bottom line. Is I can bring anybody in here and we can make money. I can take my technology and any show will make money. It doesn't make a difference. Our stuff is all tested. We can back it. So whether you support us or not, we still make money. It doesn't make a difference. I could sell out to any one of these big companies. I can give them the ingredients on how to make it and design it and get millions of dollars off of it and just walk away from it all. I have options on my table. And once we send those sample sheets out to these screens, these certified companies, they get a chance to put it against their own product. Yeah, we can get offers left and right. How much? So it depends on if Mr. Bird wants to retire and go to the countryside and live out the rest of his life in the meadow. And that has nothing to do with YouTube and anything whatsoever. It's what I want to do at the end of the day. It's nothing to do with whether or not you troll it or always son it. That has nothing to do with you. Why so small-minded at the end of the day? Why do you think the world revolves around you somehow? No. It's about basically if I want to retire or not. That's what it's about. What it's come down to. Because now I'm thinking about it more. Every time I see those medals and fields, I'm thinking, at the end of the day, I want to retire. That's why you take advantage of technology while you have it now, because you never know what's going to happen. 1 minute, poof. Companies will have it, and that stuff will be worth a ton of money. And they're going to charge you so much money for it, it's not even funny. I'm thinking about retirement now. I'm thinking about basically just walking away from this and just selling it off to the highest bidder. So, we'll see where it comes in at. But those medals are calling my name. I'm going. Yep. I've done this for too long. So I can go out there and I can study my hydroelectric energy and all the other cool stuff I want to start working on before I get older. Can't say old, I'm already old. Before I get any older, I'm going to go study my stuff. I'm going to leave all this behind and study my stuff. And then for people out there at the end of the day, it says, well, at least he's going at the end of the day. Well, truthfully not really, to tell you the truth, because again, they'll have our technology, and if they have our technology, they still can kick the crap out of your stuff. Under that agreement I signed, I can't make this stuff ever. Now, I can make it for my own personal use, yeah, but I'm not selling it. I can never sell it ever again. They have rights to all technology, future and past, and all of it. It's all theirs. But before we can get down to that point, we have to let them know that we exist. They already know some of me exist, but they know exactly how powerful this technology is. So once everything's locked in and good to go, I'll send them a sample sheet and I'll show them exactly what they're up against. Now, if we stay in business, we can take them out. If we don't stay in business, well, guess what? They can take our technology and do whatever the freak they want to do with it at the end of the day. And people get mad about the decision I said. They said, well, I won't buy it. It doesn't make a difference. You can sell our product for anything you want now. I conquered sunlight. We hit our plateau. We're done. I have to make my decision what I want to do for me. I've been making technology for the longest time. Keeping it fair for everybody. Now I've got to think about me. I want to retire. My moving on to better things is actually coming out a multi-millionaire. That's mine. And whatever company gets the technology first, they get it. They hit the screen innovation. Because I don't care. Let's see what we're going to do. Well, before we can get there, we have to show them why our technology is worth its weight in gold. Let me see. I want to put down. What's your call at? So the only way to do that is strategy-wise, take out the ambient light rejection, show their technology is far better than theirs, and then wipe out their screens, show that their stuff is better. But instead of us doing it, we'll let them do it. We'll send them a sample sheet, let them try it out for themselves. And then they can reach out to us with an offer. How are we going to go about doing this? Since we have all the patents and everything will be owned by us, we have all full rights to all technology. All the technology. That's why we're paying for the patent provisions and all that stuff. They got to buy our patents now because we own the rights to it. And gentlemen, that's how you do business and get rich. Now let me see what I want to do here. Let's see. This one. Don't we have that open on here? Oh, we do have it. We didn't make it up. Okay, we'll go from there and get it. Oh, please don't tell me just cap that whole thing. Oh, we didn't. Excuse me. But you got that incorrectly. Try that one again. Oh, no, I like that. Okay, cool. All right, we got it correct. Replication. Okay. So, we just need to drop one video in. That's it. One the screen absorbing sunlight. Or am I getting a new one? I'm going to do it on the big surface. I'm going to do it on the big surface for that. Did absorption at 50 lumens and 300 lumens. So I can do two screen displays on that larger one over there in sunlight. I'll do something. Got to do it in style. I'll set up for projector central tomorrow. Let me see. That's our building hitting us back. Mr. Williams. But we're ignoring it. You know why? Because we'll talk to the lawyers. We're just letting them know what's going to happen. That's it. Other than that, negotiation, we don't want to talk to them. We're done on that one. I did that already. I went out there and I did everything. Contacted them, spoke with them. That's the way they want to play. No problem. You don't speak to me. We'll speak to my attorney. We'll sue you. I'm going to sue the daylights out of them. So imagine if that weirdo did something weird with somebody in an apartment. They could sue him. Now, weirdos. Now we gotta file tomorrow. We're trying to get that done tomorrow. File for cyber stalking, and then that whole thing with the raping thing he claims he's gonna do. Yeah, that's gonna be a sexual harassment, all kinds of stuff. And he's going to file as a predator. That's how we're going to have it all put in there. Guy has some kind of sexual desire toward me and wants to rape me. Sent me half naked pictures of himself. Well, we told him he was a problem before he even got to that, and he ignored it. That's how it got to that, because they ignored it. So now that's going to cost him. In the funeral home, which we're going to be contacting them tomorrow and explain to them the situation, why their funeral home is going to end up in a police report and all stuff like that from there, and the fact that, yeah, someone literally could have thought it was that guy at the police at the funeral home. If we didn't know exactly where this guy was located at in that letter I came across, we'd have thought the funeral home guy was doing something weird, maybe sending some weird pictures or something. That could have easily been misinterpreted to something far worse for this guy who owns his business at the end of the day. Could have caused some problems for him. Anybody at the post office would have saw. There's an open, there was no covering on it. He just sent it out in the open for anybody to see it. A weirdo. Didn't even cover it up. Weirdo. If somebody had saw that at the end of the day and thought that was real creepy and reported it, that means the guy at that funeral home could have got hit with something. There you go. And that's what you guys were supporting. That's what you guys went out there and you supported on this channel at the end of the day. But we saw the comment sections, all that stuff was documented. You guys supported that nut job at the end of the day. You supported all the weird stuff he does. So if he's weird, you're weird. And then they ignored the fact that we sent them messages telling them, emails and letters from this guy, telling this guy was unstable, and they let him stay in. So now that's going to cost him. And that manager at the end of the day, he's going to lose his job. Because we're going over his head. We're going to figure out exactly who runs and controls that unit and file complaints with them on that particular manager. On top of that, we can find out he's liable for all of it. We'll sue him, along with that building. That's why you don't do dumb stuff like that. I don't know what the freak he was thinking at the end of the day by taking that road. Now you don't want to reply back all of a sudden. We sent 3 emails over to him. He's not replying back at all. Yeah, he's scared to death, but he knows what's about to happen. Should have got him out of the building, but I'm pretty sure they're basically chewing him out right now. But it's too late for that. If they're a victim, it's too late. Damage is already done. All right, let me see. Where are we at? Are we in other? Let me see. can't. We got weirdos on our channels. Got people coming. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't care. We got weirdos. Let me see. Where did you pop up at? But you don't require it? They don't require them? Okay. That's interesting. They don't require it. Usually you have to require those things. They don't require them. No verifications, I don't need them anymore? That's interesting. You only had to have verifications. Alright, I'm good with that then. Let me see. Turn the home page. Oh yeah, I knew it. The verified account. Who send it? Who send it to? Right. I knew it required that. I knew it. Alright, let's see where you're coming in at, buddy. Resend it. Yeah, we don't need them. I gotta figure out. Oh no, I'm gonna use that for whatchamacallit screen, a demo screen. The other screen, because we're not making them out of that anymore. We don't need to. We need to flex for portable screens. I gotta order that too tomorrow. I gotta get my portable screen set up. Oh, let me see. We should make a bag with it too. The bag, everything comes inside. You can carry it around with you. That would be hot. Oh, let me see. Oh, wrong people. Oh, yeah. eBay. We got to set up our account on eBay. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to do this or not. I don't want to yet. Give me a time. No, we don't want to. Let's see. Where are you? I'm looking for you. I can't find you. Okay. There we go. Found you. Showed up in junk mail. Gotcha. Not junk mail. Definitely not junk mail. Yeah, not junk mail. Yeah, you'll be out in a few minutes, buddy. Just can't trust you right now near that door being open like that, because you will run right out that door. And I do not feel like tracking you through this place. You are a jerk. Proposal. Well, I tell you, the stuff that shows up in my junk mail is actually funny. Proposal. Oh, by the way, you know the messages y'all sent through, we don't see them, right? I told you, I got a security firm that came on board. They're taking care of all that stuff. They read through that stuff. We don't read through that stuff. They compile it into folders to get ready for court. That's what's being done with it. You never see any of that stuff. Unless I go into that particular folder that they have and I look through it, that's the only way. But other than that, we don't see your stuff. It don't come up. So all that stuff you've been writing down, we don't see that. They see it. That's what we paid them to do. You'll see it again when we get to court. Yeah, you'll be on. Can you wait? Can we wait? You're in no rush to get out. For what? Lay in the middle of the floor and do nothing. Proposal, please. You think we were born yesterday? Kids, man. It's like tell the kids off, man. that's what it feels like. It's like dealing with little kids all day. This is what gets me about YouTube. Like no other channels, we don't have these problems at. You guys are little kids over here. You really think those little dumb emails you send to us at the end of the day, we take that stuff seriously? No. Gee whiz Louise, how in the world do you function in life? How do you even have kids? That's the part that gets me. How in the world are you raising your own kids? How is that possible? You can't be that dumb. You think someone's going to fall for those stupid emails? I got a better chance of falling for a Nigerian email than that dumb nonsense at the end of the day. You can't even spell half of the time. Man, I look at this stuff like, wow, this is what we're doing. The other guy cut something out on a little square sheet and sent it around, and nobody took that stuff seriously. We're in the kitchen laughing. I was laughing so I was passed out. Williams can't spell for Jack. Williams can't spell for Jack at all, period. I knew something was wrong with him the minute when I saw his messages. A 3-year-old has better grammar than he has at the end of the day. He can't spell for Jack. So I can tell he didn't graduate from high school. Never alone have a doctorate degree in biblical Bible studies. You don't have that at all, period. And there's no way in the world you graduated from high school. No way in the world. You got to be a dropout. There's no way in the world. His spelling is so bad. So bad. And there are people, that drop out of school, and they still have good spelling. But I was like, he never went to school. That's what it looks like. I doubt he can act. I really do. I know the other one can. He can't spell either. That's another one that can't spell. But his pretty much most likely would be a language barrier. That's what he would have, a language barrier. But this one, at the end of the day, he's born here. And that bad. Literally that bad. You can't spell suck. It's S-U-K, not S-O-C-K. That'll be suck. And you put, oh my goodness, man. I know his YouTube channel, reading some of his stuff on there. He can't spell for Jack on there. Like, what the freak? You don't know how to spell? Use proper grammar? I don't think you went to school. I really don't believe you went to school. I'm curious what your education is. So there's no way in the world you're going to tell anybody you can't, it's brethren, not brotherin, brethren from a church. You can't even spell that correctly. Brethren, not brotherin. What in the world? Gee whiz Louise, how are we going to call yourself a preacher at the end of the day and you can't spell brethren correctly? Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable. It's just sad because at the end of the day, at least some people who can't spell something correctly know exactly the term and what it's used for and how it's correctly spelled, but can't spell it themselves. And that's why if you look on Google, you can look at it and go, okay, that's how it's spelled, but you know how it's spelled. But even you can tell if Google wrote it wrong because you know how it's spelled. They can't tell that because they don't know. They literally don't know. So that means when he was writing this down, the spelling checker was going off. The spelling checkers go off when you can't write things right, especially in emails. They're the ones that have the more sensitive spelling checks in them. And I mean, the spelling check was going off saying underscore, 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 where it comes to red or blue or green or whatever. But how do you bypass all that and just keep on writing? It even has something that pops up that shows bottom line, you're repeating the same word, or basically they're too close together, or you don't have a comma, or punctuation mark, something's supposed to be there, or capital's missing. Oh my goodness. Oh, they just ignored all the spelling checks. It'd just better if we just talk that baby in, which I do with mine, but I have to still go back and check mine because they even grammar, they even put it in wrong. Gee whiz Louise. I'm like, dude, did we go to school? Let me see. Let me see. And then got to be another way around. Hit the wrong section. And this is the reason why I got to go in a different direction. Because, man, I can't deal with the freaking stupidity. The stupidity is overwhelming on how dumb some people can be. I can't deal with it. These guys get dumber and dumber every freaking day. I tell you something. The blacklist will show you that right there from the door. Oh yeah, confirm. Boom. What? started another business. You can't need a license to sell in the state of California. You can't just start another business. You got to show you have a license for the first one you got. Can't do that at all. Period. It's not going to work. You're not doing that. You have to have a license. Anytime you sell anything, I don't know why they changed that law. I remember at one point you didn't have to have a license online. Now it is. It's mandatory. You have to have a license online to sell in your state. Let me see. This one, click here for details. What you got going on with the details? Let's see. Latest episodes. Blah blah blah. It depends on how long I stick around on here. All right. Cool. And they want to get mad at me because I call them idiots. You are idiots. You can't spell. You know how to use a spelling checker? Oh, man. I'm here developing high-end technology, and I got to deal with that dumb nonsense from day to day. People are just too stupid at the end of the day to insult someone. You're going to insult someone, at least I know how to spell it. That's why I'm separating myself from all that dumb nonsense in the day. And as soon as we get everything taken care of the way I want to get it taken care of, we could drop YouTube and be done with it and move on. Because we'll be out there now. We'll be out there. Once I get my showrooms and everything set up, I'm done with all that. That whole network thing, it doesn't go through YouTube. It goes through our private servers. That thing's not going to be set up on YouTube. Oh, heck no. I would never do that on a live stream through YouTube. No. That's through our network. That's why my buddy's building it. Building the VIP servers and all that. He's doing all through GoDaddy. That's on our network, our setup. So we have full control. My account's already set up. All ready to go. Mark it in. We are now in our new section. This is our new place. Finally I can be here with people I can talk to at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, we find some good people on YouTube that talk about this and the other. But yeah, I get a lot of dumb people. I do. And then people sit there and say, oh, he insulted his customers. If I insulted my customers, I wouldn't have more customers than you. So yeah, there'd be the end of the day. At the cloud service, yeah. I don't rip my customers off like you guys do. Rob them from the door. Can they go back to you right now with the screen paints and have you fix the problem? They can't because you're not around anymore. You ran. The other one ran and the other one quit. Yeah, set by this form. Okay, we're all set, ready to go. Upload avatar pictures. I'll take care of this tomorrow. I'm good to go. What do we got here? Oh, time to screw that. We got things to do. I see it'll be raining tomorrow, so hopefully we get things in the rain. I'm going to place a little bit. But I guess we'll do some demonstration something here. I guess I'll do the setup one. I don't want to burn the big boys. Set machine stuff too much. I'll let you out. Come on. Oh shoot. My fault, Taco. You're disconnected. Yeah, my fault. What you wasn't on? It's cool, you know. Yep. When we come in here from now on, I'm listening to music. If you want to watch, you watch. You don't, you don't. I don't care. I gotta move forward. I gotta do what I gotta do for myself. That's how that's gonna work. I got my form sites already set up, ABS forms. I'm gonna go with them. We're going to Projector Central. I'll be over there chilling with them. I got my new form site I'm building already. Got another one, a second one I'm about to build. I'll be on that one too. Now, I want to go to Wix and figure out how we can do our uploads. We got a new camera coming in. My new camera coming in is my new Panasonic 4K camera that I can record in sunlight, and that'll allow me to upload my images right from there, my videos, directly to the website, bypassing YouTube. I'm done. We got enough stuff on here. I got like, what, 13,000 videos on here? I could do mashup for days. I just do old videos, new videos, mash them up together, throw them on, done. That's it. And just challenge people to basically match them better. That's it. Which we've been doing from day one. Some awful lemonade. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully get a chance to talk to people. Share my opinions on technology. Someone can basically cleanse my palate. I sat there and literally had a conversation with somebody at the end of the day who thought for some reason we did a splatter screen, that the screen had a hole in it. We were actually just showing the screen on the opposite side. I still don't see how in the world that would be something that, again, that would make our product look bad if there's a hole in the other side. And still you're going to see a comparison regardless, because the white surface is still laying against the screen. But I had to entertain that dumb nonsense. And he said it to be nasty and mean. He said it to be nice. So if somebody asks us a question about so and so and so, I got no problem answering the comments that they really don't. But I just don't like the fact that majority, most of the comments we get are people just downright stupid. You want to explain to me about your old technology to my new technology. Well, that's the problem we have. You want me to understand your 3.0 and 2.0 gain at the end of the day? That stuff doesn't register to us. Like Blake sat there in the middle of his living room, oh, he doesn't understand gain. No, you don't understand gain. That's why I operate outside and you don't. That's why you're sitting there fiddling with your blinds, trying to get the light to direct in a different direction. We don't do that crap at the end of the day. You don't understand gain and how it works. So when you guys want to take your caveman theories and redirect it with that old technology under that mess and say, well, you got to be an Android controller and blah, blah, we laugh at that kind of stuff. Come on, man. Seriously, we're on a whole other level now. That's why I'm separating myself from it all. You see that street that says moving on? I'm moving on. I'm leaving YouTube behind. Once I get my whole entire service set up and I have control over how I want to do things, I'm dropping YouTube altogether. We're just going to upload mashes. That's all we're going to do. That's all we need to do. Just to remind you at the end of the day that you'll never be the master of technology. Because, oh no, I'm not leaving on that level. I'm just going to have somebody do mashes for it, mashups, to remind you exactly between us and you. Yeah, somebody said, what's your gain on your technology? You want to read none of that stupid 2.0 and 1.0 and 0.8 gain? Yeah, you tell me what it is since we're in direct sunlight at 100,000 lux of sunlight. There you go. That's how that one works. Barry, I said idiot. You gotta be an idiot, huh? Don't be an idiot. I deal with enough idiots in my lifetime. Don't be an idiot. Oh. And then for you to make statements by saying that you'll come to my channel and make statements like, well, we won't buy. You don't buy my stuff to begin with. What the frick are you talking about? And at this particular point, even if you could, you can't afford it anyway. Because I'm going in a different direction now. I want to retire. And I want to retire super rich. That's what I want. So I'm going to get what I want. I want to retire super rich. Still going to do what I'm going to do with my products, going to do with my money. Oh, definitely do that. I'm going to help a lot of people out. But still I'm going to retire rich. So, from now on, all YouTube videos are going to say, let's see, YouTube challenge, matching better our technology. We challenge all of YouTube now. You know, ambient light projection technology, yeah, we challenge that also too. That's what I challenge. So all you screens, influencers, whatever you got at the end of the day, beat our technology. And if you feel the need that you want to say something about our product, I got something under the table right now that's designed to take your stuff out. And the only time you're going to see that thing is that you basically talk trash. I like to keep things a mystery at the end of the day. So you don't know what it looks like, what it does, nothing, not a thing. But I know one thing, it'll take your stuff out. So that's one thing I kept saying over and over again. I kept saying, never worry about what you can see. Worry about what you can't see. Always worry about what you can't see. So what's under the table, you won't see it until it's too late. So now you worry about what you can't see. I kept saying to you over and over again. I kept reminding you that. Worry about what you can't see. Worry about what you can't see. Yeah, because what's under the table, you can't see it until it's too late. Engineer something really nice. You won't know the name of it or anything whatsoever. The only time you'll see it, that you talk trash, we bring your stuff, we put it side by side next to it. And other things operate outside too, but you know that. I can give you that much. They absorb sunlight. Alright, so the 15% is great and all, but I think in the middle of the week I'm going to get up to 50%. 50% on our new technology. 50%! I'm so glad we had this time together. And I gotta stop doing that one. I don't care. I really don't. I got people coming and say, hey, keep up the good work and all that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. But at this particular point, I don't care. I'm going to take my technology, and once my paperwork comes back from the government and I'm ready to go, I'm going to make a decision right there what I'm going to do. And I'm probably, most likely, I'm going to retire. Because I want to go out there and get my medal. I'm tired of this. It's boring me now. It's really boring me. I've done so much stuff. We hit our bond. We hit the ceiling. We're done. What else am I going to develop at the end of the day? I'm bored now. Got to find a new adventure now. That hydroelectric energy, man, that thing is calling me, man. It's calling me every day, and that's where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. Nothing more to do. It's like the carrying place. We've been in that place so much. We did so much testing that place. It was like nothing left to do. The only thing to do was the outside windows, and after that, that was it. That's how we discovered AdTech. Well, we had AdTech before that. So that's the other version of AdTech. It's crazy too, because on top of that, we tested that projector. We tested that at 3,000 lumens. We tested at 4,000 lumens, and the 52 was the only one was able to push through that glass. And that was inside of a unit covered up, inside of a store. And ever since I made that statement in the middle of the floor about my products not being a scam and the Lord out of this, and we're all these things, our technology massively jumped. We went from 52 to 50 lumens on a projector, outside exposed. That's a massive jump. All our stuff upgraded. Everything we have is upgraded now. I can literally make that technology over there. It's cinematic. I can make it a front and rear technology to absorb sunlight. But we already have a black technology outside already. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to call the 15%. I don't even know. Alright people, well, I'm done. I've got things to do and places to go. And I've already made my decision already on what I want to do. So, once everything's tidied in, get our paperwork in, I'll go from there, what I decide I want to do. I might early retire. That being said, gotta go.